G'day guys and welcome back to UI Church. We're now to Manual 4, Week 1, and I'm so glad that you can join us here in Morisset Square. It's going to be exciting. It's going to be
Epic.
it's going to be interesting. So glad you could be with us here for the launch of Manual 4.
We're up to
You
week
are
14
the
actually.
light. Thank you, Neil. We are active. Did I say that again? Week
Yeah, you did.
1.
Week 1, Manual 4, but it's week 14. Don't worry about
Thanks for the
that. I'll
correction.
get you right.
Great. Take a seat, Neil. So, Neil, here we are. Manual 4. You are the light.
That's it, mate. How awesome is that? We're up to that already, and there's a really cool challenge that's coming up today. I can hardly wait for
I
it.
know it's going to be crazy.
It's going to be epic seeing you do it, Nick.
Me, I think it's you. Hey, we've been on a wonderful journey so far. So you guys are now pretty good with the whole being an ambassador kind of thing, and you've probably already had your Matthew's party. But now we're going to take it to the next level. Neil, what are we going to do today?
Well, we're going to get down and dirty. That's what we're going to do.
Yeah.
We are actually, the assignment for today is actually just to go up and look for people with your little spiritual antenna up and just go and just talk to people.
Right. So in week 14 of Manual 4, we're going to be covering some of these important topics, like when meeting with a stranger or a person for the first time, being aware when having that conversation, and being obedient to the voice of God.
So if God gives you a little tap on the shoulder and says, hey, you know, this one, have a chat to this one, you go, all right, I'll have a chat to this one. So you do it.
Awesome. Be interested. That shouldn't be too difficult.
Oh, well, you know, for some people, it's a real big effort. You've got to actually look like you're into it, you know.
And be contextual.
That's it, which really means just being sensitive to the person you're talking to. So, you know, if they look like they're into sports, well, that might be opening. Or if they've got family, you might start talking about family or whatever's. So you just pick the angle that you come in and you talk from. And contextual just means it's the whole context of what's going on.
Piece of cake. And finally, be bold. I mean, not head bold, but bold.
Yeah. Look, you'd want to do this, but the boldness is actually just being willing to go up and have the conversation to start with. Not so bold that you're going to start bashing people over the head, because that's not the sort of boldness we're talking about here. It's actually just a willingness to engage, a willingness to get out there and have a crack at it. Nothing to lose, and no one gets to die.
Great. So let's check this out and see how it goes.
Indeed, let's do it.
All right, guys. Neil has found some random people, and he's asking them all these important questions. I'm guessing he's following the 5 steps of, well, how to shine, how to be the light to the world today. So I'm guessing he has prayed about the opportunity to meet with someone, and I can tell he actually did that because we had a prayer just before. And here it is. We have an opportunity now to speak to 2 people. Step number 2, be obedient.
Where's your bus stop?
I guess throughout this whole process now, he's thinking, what opportunities do I have to connect with this person? What is God telling me? What words can I use that will actually get me engaged in some interesting conversation?
So what we're actually doing...
Step 3, being interested. I don't know, what do you think?
And what we do, we help people...
Yeah, he looks fairly engaged and fairly interested. Well, that's important because if you're not, they're going to pick up and they're probably going to walk away and leave and not bother too much about you. But he's clearly interested. And step 4, be contextual. So the kind of stuff that I think Neil will be talking about right now is stuff like, so what are you doing here? Where are you going? How long have you been here for? Are you actually from Morisset? Things that you can actually talk about that they're going to be comfortable talking about. And finally, be bold. Step 5. That's going to take some courage, and I can't wait to see what Neil has to say about being bold. Did he crack a question open like, are you Christian? Are you a Christian? Do you believe in God? And all that kind of stuff. So let's wait and see what happens when he's done. All right, Neil, we're interested, man. How did you go?
Well, mate, it was really interesting. I just met Eden and Chloe, and what a lovely couple of young ladies they were.
Yeah. And you looked really interested in that conversation. You seemed engaged and all that kind of stuff. And so you ticked all of our boxes. But we're really keen to know, how did you go about being bold? Did you have the opportunity to bring up Christ or anything about God?
I did. So I actually just asked them about their future, what their ideal dream was for their future. Eden wants to join the Navy. Chloe wants to be a singer or perhaps even join the Navy. Oh, no, not the Navy, the Army or something like that. So they've got dreams, and so I asked them, okay, the ultimate question, do you think there's a God? And
What do they say?
Well, for Chloe, she's like, yeah, I think there is. I get a feeling that I'm not alone. And I'm like, yeah, well, you're not alone. There is a God, and He's there with us. So there we go.
How easy was that? Guys, you can do it. Give it a go and let us know how you went. God bless you, and we'll see you next week.
That's it. Catch you then.